The case of V Pagett is a landmark decision in English criminal law, primarily known for establishing a crucial precedent on the legal principles of causation. It clarified the circumstances under which a defendant can be held legally responsible for a death that was directly caused by the reasonable actions of a third party, in this case, the police. Hello and welcome to Landmark Case Laws Simplified. Buckle up as we explore the fascinating world of V Pagett together. Here is a breakdown of the case. The appellant, David Keith Pagett, armed with a shotgun, abducted his pregnant 16-year-old girlfriend and used her as a human shield during a standoff with police. When Pagett fired at police officers, they instinctively returned fire, fatally wounding the girl. Pagett was acquitted of murder but convicted of manslaughter. He appealed, arguing that the police officer's actions in self-defense were a novus actus interveniens, a new intervening act, that broke the chain of causation, meaning he should not be held legally responsible for her death. The Court of Appeal dismissed the appeal and upheld the conviction for manslaughter. It held that the reasonable actions of the police in self-defense and in the execution of their legal duty did not break the chain of causation. V Pagett is a cornerstone case for understanding legal causation, and it established several key principles. Reasonable acts of third parties do not break the chain. The most significant principle is that a reasonable act performed for self-preservation, including reasonable self-defense, or in the execution of a legal duty does not constitute a novus actus interveniens. The court reasoned that Pagett's unlawful and dangerous acts, firing at police and using the girl as a shield, were the operating and substantial cause of her death, as the police response was a foreseeable consequence of his actions. Defendant's act need not be the sole cause. The court reaffirmed that a defendant's act does not have to be the sole or even the main cause of the victim's death. It is sufficient if the defendant's act contributed significantly to the result. Factual causation, but for test. V Pagett is also a classic illustration of factual causation. The court applied the but for test. But for Pagett using the girl as a shield and firing at the police, she would not have died. Her death was a direct consequence of his actions. V Pagett remains the leading authority on the issue of third-party intervention in the chain of causation. The case firmly establishes that a defendant cannot escape liability by pointing to a reasonably foreseeable consequence of their own unlawful actions. Thanks for watching.